What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are running it back. We are tuning into a new artist. We're going to kind of keep it going along with K-pop style. This is an artist that has been commented on my channel before. I want to kind of start exploring new artists a little bit, kind of like stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. Today we got Stray Kids Voices. This is the performance video. They got 24.2 million subscribers, so they're chilling. They're doing solid. I am going to do. Hold on, let me pull up Stray Kids. Ooh. Stray Kids. Ooh. I'm going to pull up Stray Kids. My goodness. Sorry, I cannot type to save my life. Voices. Lyrics. Because I don't know if I'm going to... English translation. Okay. Cool. So let me pull that. Oh, that's not where I want to go. There we go. So yeah, I heard that this is an artist, or these are another band that is pretty prominent in the K-pop era, in the K-pop field, I guess, maybe if we want to say that. And I definitely wanted to just explore new things because I think it's a cool component, but I heard that they have some really good music as well. So I'm going to put, the lyrics on the left. So I'm going to follow along, or try to follow along, because this is translated into English. This may or may not be correct. So yeah, let's jump right in and give a therapist breakdown. But before we do that, I did just add a Q&A link on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, go quickly to my channel after this or before. Go drop a Q&A. I want to do a Q&A so that way I can connect with you all a little bit easier in other ways, you know. I also am exploring the idea of a Patreon. If that's something you guys would support or like be interested in me doing, just let me know. But yeah, let's jump right in and give a therapist breakdown. Oh, okay. Open area. Oh, it seems like there's a lot of them. 9 total. 더 이상은 듣기 싫은 차가운 목소리 귀를 막아도 아무런 소용없이 뜨거운 시선들이 내 앞을 가로막죠. 때때로 부셔 날 어둠에 가두고 괴롭히던 것들이 출처 벗어나려 애쓰지만 출구를 찾기 전까지는 답이 없어. 날 위하는 척내 꿈을 무시하는 목소리들이 이제 상처받기 싫어서 두 귀를 막고 내 길을 걸어. Going around 내 머릿속에 돌아 나를 어지럽게 하네. Go away, hey. 날 괴롭히는 목소리에 또 다시 외친다. Step out of the voices. Ooh, okay. Step out of the voices. Break free from the voices in my. Okay, all right, okay. All right, Stray Kids. I see the I see it. I see the perspective. I see the grind. It's different. It's I don't know. It reminds me of like music you'd see like in a movie or hear in a movie, just like some like really like inspirational kind of stuff. So let's break down the verse and pre-chorus. So we got the cold voices. I don't want to listen anymore. Even if I close my ears, it's no use. The staring eyes are blocking my way. I can't see a thing. So it seems like, again, this is a similar theme that we've talked to in BTS being very popular in the K-pop industry, in just the music industry. There's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of voices, a lot of people talking about expectations, a lot of times maybe wishing on your downfall, or maybe just not being supportive, you know, and just having to kind of muscle through and get through that. That can be extremely difficult, and having expectations placed on you is got to be extremely difficult in these instances, because your identity is so tied with performing to the best of your ability. But it's going to be apparent, and it's going to be very common that not everybody's going to love every single song you put out. Not everybody's going to love every performance you're able to do. And they might not even like, just like, I don't know, just something silly as like Instagram posts or something, you know. But the idea of having to live up to expectations placed by so many different people, when you've become such a A-list celebrity and so famous, it's got to be so hard too, especially just having voices that are just pushing negativity. I don't want to get hurt anymore. I want to close my ears and walk away. There's this idea of like wanting to pull away and isolate, dissociate, kind of pull away from this negativity space, which I love that that's what they want to do, but it also could be hindering their ability to create. It could be hindering and putting them in a depressive state where they don't want to do anything. And they kind of fall out of love with the thing that they fell in love with the most, which is making music and providing for their fans and doing these different things. And it can be really difficult. So like, that's why it's like, even though they're famous, even though they are A-list celebrities and whatnot, they're still people at the end of the day. And a lot of people forget that when they're interacting with celebrities, and they don't realize how they are contributing to the high standards and the high stressors that they are putting on the individuals and the voices they're contributing to. It's a voice is a super, super powerful thing that we all have. And it's very important to be really intentional with how we use it. It's really, really important with how we identify our intention behind how we use our voices, because we never know how it's going to affect somebody, even somebody of this standard, So just, I hear them for sure. And I really liked how he kind of came at crazy, smashed it all, the source that locked me in the darkness, harassed me. I try to get out, but there's no way out, and I find an exit, pretending it's for me. The voices disregard my dream. So here it is. It's like barriers trying to get over, It's just like extra voices, just extra problems that they have to kind of get through. And it's just got to be really stress-inducing, anxiety-provoking. It could definitely increase depression symptoms. And you could just create different stresses that really align with like identity and like what it means to perform well or do these different things. So I'm really glad that they're talking about these different things to really let their fans know about like how difficult it can be. Let's continue on. They got beautiful voices too. 맘대로 나를 판단하는 소리들 층간소음처럼 짜증만 나거든 언제부턴가 이런 잔소리만 들려 시끄러 이제는 I don't wanna hear no more 고작 불른 엉터리 난 네 얘기 절대 속지같이 구금하지도 않은 말 뻔뻔히 해봤자 하품만 여발의 뻔뻔히 왜 그리 얘기만 해 speakers 돈 없다시 또 원성을 높여 이젠 신경 안 써 don't care no more 됐어 날 내버려 I've been going around 내 머릿속에 돌아 나를 어지럽게 하네. So here we got Hyunjin Han, it seems like. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I may be butchering that, so I apologize if I am. To anybody who are fans of the Stray Kids, stop the judgmental sound about me. What a powerful statement! Like, it's just he's identifying that this is a judgmental voice, a sound that's directed towards me, and he's telling like just flat out stop it. Like that's like so powerful and such a good advocacy for himself. And it's so important that celebrities like this are able to advocate for themselves too, and it's important for the fans to really hear them out too, and not just like again put them on that pedestal. Because again, at the end of the day, they're humans, and they struggle just like anybody else with mental health and doing those different things and moving through and progressing through it. And that's got to be extremely difficult. Continuing on, I just get annoyed if there's noise between the floors. At some point, I start to hear nagging sounds only. Now it's noisy. I don't want to hear no more. So it's just voices, a lot of overwhelmed feelings I'm getting from these individuals. And I keep yawning every time. Why do you keep talking? I keep yawning. Speakers, you tone up and raise your voice again. I don't care anymore. I don't care no more. That's enough. Leave me alone. So again, there's that like isolation, that pull away. And we don't want that to happen for these individuals, just for their mental health sake on an individual level, but also just like, again, like being able to create and making sure that it's a positive and beneficial space for everyone, a safe space for everyone. That's like the best part about like concerts, performances, and music. Music is really designed to create safe spaces for feelings, emotions, thoughts, and perspectives. And if these individuals are feeling that there's so many voices against them, this could push them to stop making music, and that's just not going to be beneficial, because if their mental health is at a point where it's just inhibiting their ability to do daily functioning, it can become problematic. And that's how we see anxiety and depression. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, but as soon as it starts inhibiting your daily functioning, that's when it becomes like a problem, and there needs to be different resources integrated into the system, or whatever it may be, for those individuals' mental health. All right, let's continue on. Finish up.
Oh, wait, hey. 날 괴롭히는 목소리에 또 다시 외친다. Step out of the voices.
I like that echo it got of the voice of song.
Step out of the voices. Break free from the voices in my 귓가에 맴돌아.
The voices being in the movie.
Can't hear my voices. 그 소리가 들려와. 모든 게 답답해 끝까지 들려오는 그 소리에 귀 막아 난 No more, no more
bring softness to it. They're gonna punch it, I feel like.
No voice, no voice 날 더 너지럽게 하지 마 자생각은 다 집어치워 다 네 멋대로 해 속지마 너도 아닌 건 알잖아 제발 네 멋대로 해 그만해줘 제발 쉽게 생각할래 난 모두 신경 쓸 필요는 없으니까 There's so many voices
Not really good. Just to watch the videography part.
Step out of their voices
I love that part.
Step out of their voices There's so many voices
And I love how it ends again. Step out of them voices, and then there's so many voices. So it's still like they are aware that it's going to continue on and continue happening, and it's going to be a battle that they have coming up. But it's still a great way of identifying, like, this is something they're struggling with. This is something that they kind of always have to be dealing with, which is extremely frustrating. And one of those things that, like, as a therapist, when you're working with somebody, it's like those things that are out of the therapist's control, out of the client's control. It's going to happen regardless. And in a therapeutic sense, what I would do, I would focus on what we can control, because if we're focused on what we can control, that's going to produce higher levels of anxiety, maybe increase symptomology of depression, and that's not what we want. But if we focus on what we can control, it's more empowering to the individual, and what it can be focused on what I can do right now. What can I do to control my situation that's going to help me benefit and help me put me in the best situation possible to prep and be prepared when maybe these voices return, or these voices are trying to get me down. Like, is it utilizing different resources, finding social connections, exploring or connecting with a romantic interest? It could be utilizing coping skills, doing some things that are connected with identity and interests. There's a lot of different things, but those are things within individuals' control. You don't have control over other people's voices, and that's just a fact. But how you react to that's fully within your control. So that would be exactly somewhere where I would kind of go about it. But again, I can still feel empathy towards these individuals about how they're going through it and what that kind of looks like across the board for them. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Was there some lyrics that I missed that you feel as though were important? Did you like this song? Have you ever heard of Stray Kids? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else that you really would like to see by them specifically. Make sure you drop a like on this video too, whether you liked it or not, because again, that just helps the channel grow and it just helps support the channel. So I really appreciate it. And make sure you're subscribed out of all those things too. We're trying to grow a really cool community here, and I think it's pretty cool to talk about mental health and how important it is from a therapist, just reacting to cool social media stuff, and I do have a little bit extra. So if you're first just getting here just because of the Stray Kids, go check out some of my other work. This is my first song of the Stray Kids, but I do have some other cool, interesting work that you might enjoy too. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can catch the next video. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.